Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to invite you to join us in our meeting this evening of the Keep Pharr Beautiful Committee. And this is Tuesday, September 21st, 2021. I begin with item number 1, call to order. Here.
Present.
Here. Here.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I need a motion on the floor to please excuse our absent member. Do I have a motion on the floor?
So move.
Okay, Mr. Robles, second.
Second.
We've got Mr. Carranza, second. There's no opposition. No opposition on this, so then the motion carries. Thank you. Okay. Move on to item 1B, invocation. Let us quiet our minds and open up our hearts to hear our Lord's message. Dear Lord, we praise and give thanks for this day and all its blessings as well as its crosses. We are especially grateful in these last few weeks to have witnessed, heard, and or read so many examples of community, examples of people helping people, not just here in our backyard, but all across the world. Tonight, this small community gathered here at this meeting humbly asks you for your grace to be upon us, our families, our city leaders, our city staff, and of course, our citizens of our beautiful community of Pharr. Please grant us the wisdom to always do your will for the betterment of our community. Keep us all safe from illness and harm. In your name, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on to item number 2, administrative 2A, approval of minutes for August 17th, 2021. I need a motion on the floor, please.
I'll make the motion to
Okay.
approve.
Ms. Ramirez makes a motion. I need a second.
Second.
Okay, Mr. Robles seconds the motion. There's any needed discussion? Any opposition? Any questions? Then the motion carries. Okay. All right, I move on to administrative item 2B, status report, Keep Texas Beautiful and Keep Pharr Beautiful. With the Keep Texas Beautiful, the calendar for the upcoming Governor's Community Achievement Award, the date has not been released yet, so we're looking forward to January again, filling out the grant and trying to vie for those $2 million that 10 communities get to share. So we're looking forward to that challenge, but again, the date has not been released yet as to when the application is available for us to start working on. For Keep Pharr Beautiful, I'm going to forego that to the next item, which is item C, 2C. And does anybody have any questions so far on item 2B? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to item 2C, discussion on Raffle fundraiser. All right. Keep Pharr Beautiful, we are having a fundraiser, a raffle fundraiser, and our initial idea was to have the tickets printed and have a table to sell at our Hub Fest that happened this past weekend. After some challenges and a lot of discussion with our department our department head, it was recommended that we forego selling the raffle tickets at Hub Fest and instead at our Halloween event, which is called the Trail of Terror. And so, ladies and gentlemen, committee, before you have the flyer. And the flyer includes the title Trail of Terror, and it's City of Pharr's event for Halloween for our community. It is going to be at the Pharr Vanguard Academy Nature and Birding Center. The dates are listed, which are every weekend in October and the week of the 25th through the 31st. The Trail of Terror, the times are 7:30 to 10:30. My understanding is it's a ticketed event, so the general public that are going to be attending this event will be having to have a ticket that they've already have in their hand, and they'll pick that up, I believe, at Parks and Recreation, or they're going to pick that up at some point beforehand. So the only way they gain entry is with the ticket, I believe. Okay. But we will have a table. We will have a booth. We've been told that possibly we could have 200 to 300 people a night there. So that's a good crowd. Of course, the main event, the main week, that's a lot of people that you're going to be seeing.
Yep.
There was a lot of vendors at this Hub Fest, a lot of vendors, food and non-food vendors. And it was just probably going to be a little bit challenging for us to be there. Yes, sir.
So the activities will only happen between 7:30 and 10:30?
Yes,
There's nothing
PM.
in the afternoons or anything like
No,
that?
this is just an evening. I think they're going to set up kind of like I would imagine like a walk when we have Parks and Recreation come forth, when it's time for them to speak. I'm sure they'll elaborate a little bit more on what they're going to have
Okay.
for the general public. But if you've ever been before, we've been to one that was held at the old Boys and Girls Club, because Parks and Rec was located there. And it's just it's a carnival setting. The kids are in costume. It's a lot of fun to see. A lot of things, that they do, kind of like a little bit of a carnival event. But now that it's at the Nature Center, I'm sure that they're going to incorporate the nature, the native habitat
Sure.
into it. So
Okay.
we're going to let that discussion occur in a bit when Parks and Recreation come up and share their announcements with us. And actually, that's the next section. If ladies and gentlemen, you don't have any questions or any other comments, are we good? So I know I have 3 prizes. Mr. Robles has 1. We look forward and encourage if y'all could bring any prizes to the table or make any suggestions that we could go out and knock on some more doors. Certainly, we'd like to have a good, at least 7, 6, 7, something that, substantial. And I guess as we get closer to it, we can determine if we want to sell them for $5 a ticket or 3 for 10, or, just depending. I know I have a Yeti. I have a possible hunt, a youth hunt, and I have a pair of nice ladies Ray-Ban sunglasses, and I'm still working on a few other items, but it is fall. And so, in thinking of that, I know, the men are looking forward to hunting. The women are looking forward to, the seasons changing. And so it'd be kind of nice to have a little bit of things. Someone also suggested too that we could get gift cards, like I know our church, St. Anne's, is doing gift cards, $300 gift cards, or, per prize or something. That's another idea if we need to.
Restaurants can give them to
And
you.
that's true too. Restaurants can give you a gift card. So as we come, we'll be sending out a little, like, what do you think of the, what do you recommend for the cost? So for the cost of the ticket. So I'm going to move on because I know we have some really important people that want to share some information with us. And so if there's no more questions, comments, we're good? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we go on to item 2D, and those are announcements. We're going to ask Parks and Recreation to come forward first, and then we'll proceed with the other departments. Thank you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Isaac Escobedo, Assistant Director. So just to touch on the Trail of Terror, I know you kind of went over the dates. So it's going to be every weekend for the month of October and the entire week, the last week of Halloween. It is a ticketed event. And so I guess how it's going to be is 60 tickets per day will be given, and each ticket counts for 6 people. So say, the first week is Friday, Saturday. That Monday is when we'll start giving out tickets for that week. So should be great. We do utilize the natural habitat there. We have, evil witches, doctors kind of coming out from the habitat there. So it's a very neat. It was our first year doing it last year, and it went really well. So we're hoping to just do, make it bigger and better each year.
Isaac, so I know that Parks and Recreation kind of does this similar deal with your programs like swimming. Like the Monday before you have the folks trained to come out, you better come out and get your
For sure.
registration or whatever. So they know the general public who went last year knows they
Yes.
gotta be on the lookout for the opening
For sure.
for the opening of the tickets.
My best guess is the tickets will go pretty quickly. And that'll be a good thing. That'll be a good thing
Mhm.
To have. So yeah, no, it should be great. We're gonna promote it as much as we can. I know media is really good at helping out with that, and we're just hoping for a safe and successful event
Good weather.
and good weather. Yes, I know last
Good
year
weather.
we had
Yeah.
nights that were
Yeah.
really cold, and main important thing is just to keep staff comfortable as possible when they're out there
Very good.
trying to get these scares
Very good.
going.
So you heard him say 60 tickets, 6 people per ticket. That's a lot of people coming in.
Yeah.
And so if we can capture some of that.
And for the public, where exactly can they go get them?
It'll be at our office. It'll be
Parks and
there-
Recreation.
It'll be there at our office.
And that is where? For the,
I'm sorry.
Oh,
for the
I'm sorry.
public, where-
Yeah, we're located at 1011 West Kelly Avenue. That's our Parks and Recreation Department's office.
right next to Pepe Salinas.
Yes. Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
that
well,
should be great. And well, just also just for the community to know is the last week. It's going to be that Monday through Halloween night. So it's Monday through Sunday that final week.
7:30 to 10:30.
Yes. Yes.
The last push.
So when do people dress up? Like that last weekend or every week? Or
Yeah. So it's already going to start next weekend. So every Friday and Saturday, we'll have staff. They're going to have to get ready and everything before every day. So it's going to be a lot of moving parts, but we have very capable staff. And this year, what we kind of did different than last year is we got all these city departments kind of more involved. Now we have, all the other 20 departments, they kind of wanted to participate. So we have different individuals from each department who are going to be the actual characters tonight. So
How cool.
yes, so we really
That's
do
very
appreciate
cool.
every
Mhm.
department's help,
Yes,
Mhm.
to help out and volunteer and make this event successful.
that's
So
amazing.
Okay.
yeah,
What-
so
What can the attendees expect? Is it just walking through the trail, or is there food vendors, or?
yeah, so how it's gonna be is it's more of I guess like a trailer ride.
Okay,
So you're gonna get on a trailer, fits about 6 individuals, and they ride the trail. So each ride takes approximately 8 minutes. So it's 8 minutes of scaring, right?
Okay.
So scaring fun. So yeah, that's how it is. So we're hoping to minimize the wait time as much as possible. So that is why we did it as a ticketed event. That way, it kind of minimizes the lines and the wait. So
So the ticket has a time?
yes,
Okay.
yes. I guess you could kind of imagine it like a movie theater,
Sure,
right?
sure.
For a movie showing, you have
Sure.
a time, right?
Okay,
So
good.
it's
That makes
every
sense
hour.
now. Very good.
And and we'll have music. We'll have several props out there for pictures and photo opportunities. That way, the crowd, if they are waiting just a little bit, they at least have something to do. So
So I imagine you get kids and families in costume or not, right?
yes, yeah, definitely. We encourage all
they
families,
come
family
in
members,
costume
and
and-
children to go out there in their own Halloween costumes.
Very cool.
Is it lighted enough? Or do they take flashlights with them? Or
No, it's pretty
So-
well lit. We even have like additional light towers out there just to provide
Okay,
some more lighting,
good,
right?
good.
Because the
Mhm.
trail does not have lights along the
Okay.
trail, right?
And the
But,
best way to get in is through Richmond, or where are they gonna
Yes.
park?
Oh, yeah.
yes, Richmond's the only,
And there's parking there in the
entrance and
front
exit.
part
Oh,
of
yes,
it?
we have plenty of parking.
And- Okay, good.
We have plenty of parking, and we advise staff to park in the overflow side. That way it just
Mhm.
has more
For the
parking
public.
opportunities for the public.
Okay.
So the overflow parking for us would be like
Uh,
over
it-
by
it-
Vanguard
Yeah,
or
yes, kind of towards,
the west, No.
yes, yes, on the
East or the-
grass.
east or
The
west?
kind of closer to the back of Liberty and Kelly.
Oh,
Liberty.
east.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Liberty.
Okay,
School.
very good, very good.
Oh, okay. Good.
Any questions? We good? Sounds exciting.
Yes,
Sounds like a lot of
definitely.
fun. I heard a
Yeah.
lot of positive comments last year.
Yes, yeah, and last year, we only did the last 2 weeks, right? So this year we kind of wanted to do it for
Expand.
the entire month, right? So
Very good.
hopefully all goes well.
No, it will. It will. Well, is there any other questions for Mr. Isaac? No? Okay, very good. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
sir.
Isaac. Thank you. Thank you. Okey doke. So then next, I'd like to bring up Development Services.
Good evening, Juan Goya, the City of Pharr Development Services.
Good evening.
Well, I just wanted to share a little bit of information with trying to keep Pharr beautiful. We had our roll-off dumpsters over to the south, and also a recycling bin, and also a tire trailer at location, plus our Skywatch camera. Make sure we monitor the area while they're doing, everything's taking place.
That was that neighborhood, the weekend, the whole neighborhood weekend.
Yes.
What do you
Would be
call
at the
it?
corner of San Marie and Jeff Street.
Mhm.
And like always, thanking Mr. Marin's staff for always helping us out with that, always being a part of our,
Mhm.
what we do out there as a team. We now plan to basically locate our other tower camera this week to come, which will be in the corner of, in between the east turret and, excuse me, let me take that back. It'll be east Danner, and then in between Gumwood, we'll place that camera. We have a little problem with illegal dumping occurring around that area. So hopefully we can minimize that kind of traffic that we're having. Our main concern is we can remind our residents in Pharr to let them know if they see any kind of activity of illegal dumping to report it to the Pharr Police Department. And also they can call Development Services at 402-4242. And we can also basically tackle it together and try to control this problem that we're having in the city. The other part that I wanted to bring up was also that we are working on trying to keep the elderly program alive. We're moving forward a lot with it. It's been very successful lately. We did 3 properties over to the south side
So that program is done every second Saturday.
every
Correct.
second Saturday. of the
And
month.
so a reminder, that was done probably on the 11th, and the next one will be
on
the
the
9th.
9th, yes.
Okay. The 9th.
So our equipment has kind of grown.
Good.
We've bought some more stuff and more machines, and it's working out real good. So we'll still encourage if anybody needs or knows anyone that's out there needs help to cut grass, let us know. You can call it the same number, 402-4242 at Development Services, and we'll try to help the residents out far.
Very good. So before you go, Mr. Govea, so again, they do the elderly assistance program where they assist the elderly every second Saturday of the month. So anyone listening, anyone watching this, please, you can call Development Services at 402-4242.
Yes.
On the third Saturday of the month, and I believe the next one will be the 16th,
Yes.
that's when they do the entire weekend. They pick, Development Services they decide on a sector or quadrant or neighborhood, and they place, beginning on a Friday night, a roll-off. A roll-off
Yes.
is placed there. We get you all, with the cooperation of Public Works, their recycling,
Bin.
traveling deal, and their, for the tires, and that is there the whole weekend for that
Yes.
neighborhood and that quadrant to be able to have a place to take their trash. So again, anyone listening, that's the third weekend of the month. How does the general public find out what neighborhood or quadrant this?
Basically, what we usually do, like we were in the south, we'll probably be going down to central now.
Okay,
So we'll look for a location, and before
That's-
we place the dumpsters, we'll pass basically flyers to the, around the community
Mhm.
to advise them what's going on and also make contact with the residents.
Sure.
So they'll know that
Mhm.
we'll be close around that area.
Oh, okay,
so
good.
the general public needs to understand this is a lot of work, legwork that this department does in order to offer this service.
Mhm.
You know, that's amazing. It's awesome. It
Just
really
the
is.
preparation alone, yeah.
So I'm sorry for backtracking a little bit, but it's important if anyone's listening
Yes.
that they understand that this is done every month,
Yes.
and you know, yeah, it's
Take
huge.
advantage.
Keeps
It's
us busy.
huge.
Mhm.
Yes, keeps you busy on
Yeah.
top of everything else that they're doing. So I commend you and I thank you for this, sir, for this information. Also, if there, you mentioned that there's a tower camera that you also placed it in
Yes.
that weekend. If there's any suspicion of illegal dumping, they should also call you at 402-4242 to give you the heads up, to give you the information, or
Yes,
they
ma'am.
can contact the Pharr PD.
Correct.
My suggestion too, for anyone listening, is the 311 app that the city of Pharr has. There's also a tab where you can turn, a concern, a concern, or
You can place your complaint.
I'm witnessing this, or this is what's happening at this location. Please, and you'll get a response. I've done that.
A reminder, the Skywatch towers basically serve a good purpose because we actually can see live
Wow, that's
what's going
amazing.
on. Yeah.
That is amazing. So, gosh, and I'm sorry if I interrupted you. Was there anything else that you wanted to add regarding all the things, the wonderful things y'all do for our community to help us stay beautiful?
Basically, just we encourage the public to please help us out with illegal dumping. We got to try to curb this around.
Yes.
We got to keep Pharr beautiful. as much
Yes,
as we
sir.
can.
I agree. Anybody have any questions for Mr. Gouveia? Well, thank you, sir, for everything you do for us. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, sir. Next on announcements, which is still under Administrative 2D, I'd like to call Public Works, please.
Hi, good evening.
Good
Mona
evening.
Garza, Public Works Director, for the record. I would like to give a report on recycling. We had a trash bash, and we collected a total of 5.58 tons of trash, and 68 tires. Also, for the free monthly tires from residents left in the front of our office, we collected 449. For Keep Pharr Beautiful event, which is hosted by Code Compliance event, we collected a total of 155 tires, which totals to 672 for the month of August.
Wow.
And also, tonnage for recyclables diverted from the landfill is a total of 42.99 tons. And just wanted to kind of announce that we're having a event. It's a fall sweep on behalf of Keep Texas Beautiful. It started September 11 and it's all the way to November 20th. This one, we work with local Pharr groups of less than 10 people to participate, and we provide the trash bags, litter pickers, and the vests. And pretty much they kind of clean up their neighborhood or a park, or it's up to them what, they want to clean up. So just wanted to let you all know. This is also, it was also posted on the Facebook page.
Ms. Garza, so if any small group organization wanted to do this, is it a minimum or maximum of 10?
It's a group of less than 10 people.
Okay, yes, because of COVID. And they can call your office, Public Works, to get the materials.
Yes,
Okay. And that number would be,
I still haven't memorized.
oh, that's
it.
okay. That's okay. Not to worry. Just call Public Works, ladies and
Public
gentlemen,
Works.
for your
Or even
information.
City Hall. they'll
Yes,
direct you
yes,
to Public
yes,
Works.
yes.
Sorry about that.
We have a scheduled trash bash at the end of the month.
Um,
Perhaps it's,
yes.
yes, it's,
Well, this one was for the month of August, so.
right, we'll
we
have
do
a
it
future
next
one.
month.
I'm just
Yes.
kind of, just make sure that everyone is aware that there is a monthly fourth Saturday of the month trash event or bash at Public Works. The entrance is that side street,
Mako.
Mako.
Mako Street.
And basically, bring your things, ladies and gentlemen, in back of your car, in the trunk, and in the bed of your truck, and there will be some assistance there, social distancing from some of the employees, correct? If
Right.
it's a little old lady or someone like me who needs help, there'll be someone there, right? Okay. Any questions for Ms. Garza? Any questions? Very good. Ms. Garza, I don't know if Ms. Crystal has mentioned to you, I just got something on the email regarding, it's called the State of Texas Alliance for Recycling, or STAR. The summit is coming up, the 2021 summit, so it's kind of like the Keep Texas Beautiful annual convention or whatever, but it's virtual.
Okay.
It's virtual, and it has everything to do with the recycling industry and kind of the latest in kind of best practices kind of thing. It's being held virtually October 4th through the 6th. I'm not sure if she's going to, in the past she's mentioned it. I'm not sure if she's going to register, like to be able to watch this. In June, we watched, we had Parks and Recreation host us at Pepe Salinas, and Crystal registered for the Keep Texas Beautiful
Okay.
annual conference. And so we were able to go and view the sessions and the conference. I'm not sure if she's planning on watching this or registering for this, but if you could ask her, and
Yes.
maybe perhaps the information can come to us. Maybe somebody might want to go listen in. There are going to be 40 expert speakers, over 20 professional sessions on everything having to do with the recycling industry in the United States, and kind of, like I said, best practices. So might be kind of interesting. This is what it's all about. You had mentioned that we kept almost 43 tons of recyclables out of the landfills. So
Right.
that's huge. And that's for the month. That's for just the
Yes,
month.
only August.
Okay, that's huge. That's huge. And mind you, that's just paper, plastic, cardboard. We don't do, and of course there's the tires, but
Yeah.
Yes.
it's just, to me, that's huge. It's a lot. So anyway, you can have Crystal give us a
I will
holler.
let her know. Yes.
Just give
And
us
these
a,
virtuals are very interesting.
yeah, this virtual,
We learn
yes.
like other cities, the way they handle things, and it's very interesting.
you get to,
Definitely
you
we can.
get to kind of see what,
Mhm.
what other people are doing. We don't get out much, as you can tell. But thank you again for your report, and I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And welcome
Thank
again.
you.
Thank you.
Welcome again. All right. Well, we went through Parks and Recreation, Development Services, Public Works. Again, staff, I thank you all for being here. One more, we need Miss Lily with Parks and Recreation to come forward and maybe share some new information for us that she may have.
Hi, Lily Martinez.
Lily.
So basically, because the Trail of Terror is happening and it's happening on the weekends,
Mhm.
it will be will require the park to be closed just because we're gonna leave most of the decorations on site. And so my program, my guided trail walks are gonna have to be paused.
For the whole
starting-
month, right?
Yeah, it started yesterday, Monday, all the way through Monday, November the 8th. So
Okay.
that'll be paused for a while, but it allows me to catch up on a few of the action items for our Mayor's Monarch Pledge
Oh, yeah.
and the Arbor Day Foundation. So we are going to do another tree giveaway. Hopefully that's going to be on November 5th. And I plan to do something very similar to last year. So just kind of like a drive-through, pick up a tree. It's going to be a gallon. We're going to do 100 again. And this time it's going to be with Public Works helping out too. They have donated little gift bags. And so they have a lot of good information in them. I've also added native seed packets in each one. So I'll probably add more pamphlets in there just to educate the public about how to plant their tree, what type of tree is it, maybe just basic care on how to put this in these trees in their yard. So
Very cool. And the
but yeah,
Mayor's Monarch Pledge, it takes maintenance. And I'm not just talking about the garden, but you have to keep showing that you have to, it's like something that never ends, right?
Right. Yeah, so there's 4 action items that we've chosen, and that's our proclamation, doing a decorative garden at City Hall, which we did. We added blue bonnets a while back. I do want to replace that and add more or like different native plants, something a little more longer lasting because we did have to take those out. And we did do a city, like a community mural.
Mhm.
And so we're still working on that. I guess because of the Trail of Terror again, it's gonna be pushed back a little.
Sure.
But we are planning on decorating that restroom that's there at the
Oh,
nature
yeah,
park.
yes.
Similar to what the murals that we have right outside. So yeah.
Very nice.
The seed packets are gonna be flowers or what?
Native flowers.
Native flowers?
Yeah.
All right. And I'm assuming you'll put little directions on there because people want to plant them in the spring and they won't come
Okay.
up.
That's in the
Yeah,
fall.
that's probably something else that I can add to the pamphlet
Right.
and like just information on when to or how to plant their little seed
Right.
packet too.
Yeah, that'll be neat.
Yeah.
That'll be really cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Any more questions for Miss Lily? Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Lily.
Thank you, Miss Lily. Thank you. Thank you. Well, gosh, we are now at item 2E, board comments. Anybody have any comments, questions?
Yeah, not
Ideas?
a comment, but just a question. So when are we looking to have these tickets ready?
Well, they have to be ready by the first date, October 1st. So how long would it take to print them? Maybe what, a week? 3 days? What do you
Can't print
think?
them until we have the print.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Miss
Prices.
Cindy, how many days does it take for printing? Do you think? 3 to 5 days? Right? They're pretty quick. So I'm hoping to close out, today's the 21st. And actually, if we could have committed prizes by the 24th, which is this Friday, that way they're all listed and typed up for production come Monday morning for printing, and then get these tickets back by Thursday, and then it's Friday and Saturday, not Saturday and Sunday, right? Friday and Saturday. So it's just Friday and Saturday. These dates, 1 and 2 is a Friday and a Saturday, 8 and 9, Friday and Saturday. Does that seem about right to you? Have committal of prizes by the 24th of this, so it's this week. Okay. And then that way Monday morning I can walk in the list and I get with Elva and see how fast we can get them printed, right? She has a connection. Y'all have y'all know who to right? I think so, yeah. Okay, if that works for you.
Answers that.
Drawing.
Oh, and the drawing will be, I mean, we could have the drawing the last night if you want to, or have it at our next meeting in November here. We could do that. Just have it at the last meeting in November. I mean, the next meeting in
I
November.
think that'll
Yeah,
work.
we could even do it here at the last, yeah, so we can do that. So that would be third Tuesday of November would be the 16th. So, yeah, that works, right? Okay. All right. Any other comments, suggestions,
I'm
directions?
just wondering, they're gonna get a lot of calls of who won.
Oh,
2
well,
weeks, 16 days.
Well, we can on the ticket put drawing
Oh.
on this day at this time.
At the bottom.
Okay, does that sound good? All right, well, if there's no other, I don't think I left anything out. If there's nothing else, then I'm going to give you my parting comment. So F. Scott Fitzgerald once said, "Life starts all over again when it gets crisp in the fall." So we are going to have a cool front coming in tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to remind you that we are going to cool down to a mild 86 degrees. However, I think in a couple of nights we may see some 60s. So let's look forward to that. So yeah. But anyway, I am very grateful to, again, the staff, the city staff for your time and energy, your excitement, your dedication, gosh, your commitment to serve. It's not easy being a municipal employee, working for a municipality. But I'm very grateful to be a part of your team. And I'm also very grateful to be sitting here with these lovely people. So I feel extremely blessed. And so I thank you all. I just thank you all. So at this time, we already know that our next meeting is November 16th, God willing. We will be here. And I'm sorry, not November 16th. That's when we will pick the winning number. That is October, Cindy. Huh? So our next meeting is October 19th, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. If there is no further discussion, comment, I would like to entertain by one of you wonderful board committee members can someone please possibly,
Madam Chairman,
there you go.
I move that we adjourn this meeting.
Mr. Douglas has the motion on the floor. I need a second, please. Thank you, Mr.
Second.
Carranza. Thank you. And I take it there's no opposition to ending this meeting. So this meeting is now adjourned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you.